On behalf of the JFG Miller Middle School and our newly elected officers of the Career Association, I welcome everyone to our Career Association Initiation and Installation Ceremony. At this time, I will ask everyone to stand for the National Anthem. These 6 students embody the determination and courage that we know all students at Miller Middle School possess. It is my pleasure to introduce the Assistant Principal, Mrs. Adams.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. If there's one thing I can say so far positively about JFG, it's that I'm seeing some leaders come out of these children, and they're just beaming with pride. Look at them. I'm very happy to say that. We're all having a big learning curve with JFG this year, but the benefits that we are seeing already, it's something that we want to continue, and we want to promote, and we want our kids to know that we want to invest in you so that you can invest in our community later on. So thank you for being here, and without further ado, I'll turn it back over.
There are 4 goals at the heart of our Career Association. It's important that we understand these goals. They are leadership development. The Career Association provides members with activities for recognizing and developing leadership abilities through individual and group conferences, election of officers on the chapter and state level, leadership training workshops, and meetings with professional leaders. Career preparation. The Career Association prepares members for careers by orienting them to career possibilities through career development conference and guest speakers, among other activities. The students also develop the motivation, attitude, and skills needed to pursue a career. Civic awareness. Career Association members recognize their obligations to the community by working with the community or local, state, and federal awareness programs, visits to government officers, community development projects, and through civic appearances. Social awareness. The Career Association maintains a program of social activities to provide an outlet for student enthusiasm, motivation, and membership interaction. Members gain knowledge of social graces, poise, and professional etiquette. As members of the Career Association, you are expected to support the activities of your chapter, to fulfill your membership obligations to the best of your ability, and to attend association meetings and to set a positive example in the workplace. You are now prepared to take the vows of membership in the Career Association. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge that I will carry out to the best of my ability all the duties and responsibilities of membership in the Jobs and Graduate Career Association. I fully understand and accept the purpose of this organization, and I will conduct myself so that I shall reflect, honor upon the organization, and will maintain high standards in my business activities. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in congratulating the new members of the Career Association. I will now install the officers of the Miller Middle School JFG Career Association and present them with certificates of membership. Jorge Alvarado. You have been elected Vice President of Guest Speakers. You shall assist in the planning and implementation of chapter career activities, including guest speakers. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities? Guerrero. You have been selected Vice President of Community Service. You shall assist in the planning and implementation of chapter social awareness and community service activities. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities?
Yes, I do.
Tyler Jenkins. You have been elected Vice President of Fundraising. You shall assist in the planning and implementation of chapter, civic, and fundraising activities. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities? Tyrone Jenkins. You have been elected Vice President of Field Trips. You shall assist in the planning and implementation of chapter visits to public and private organizations, institutions, and corporations. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities?
Yes, I do.
Brianna Campos. You have been elected as the association's secretary. You will be responsible for recording and preparing minutes of meetings, archiving correspondence and important records. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities? Santiago Vidal. You have been elected president of the Career Association. In electing you president, members have indicated their faith in your leadership abilities. You are responsible for preparing an agenda for and conducting monthly Career Association meetings, appointing special committees, and representing your chapter in and outside of school. You listen to members' ideas and encourage participation in all chapter activities. Do you understand and accept these responsibilities? Yes, I do. The candles behind me represent membership in the JFG Career Association as well as hopes for future success. Chapter members, as a symbol of your installation, please come forward and light your candle. As members of the JFG Career Association here at Middle School, there are certain principles that we believe. These are represented in our Career Association Creed. Will the chapter members please rise and join me reciting our creed in turn? I believe you have the right to establish high personal and career goals and to develop those skills necessary to achieve your goals.
I believe I must choose a career appropriate to my interests, abilities, and aptitudes.
I believe the success of free enterprise system depends on the cooperation of businesses, education, labor, government, community, and the youth of this nation. I believe each person should have the opportunity to develop their full potential and recognize their value to society.
I believe my success is earned through my efforts, experience, and hard work.
I believe the growth of my abilities and experience aid to the career association will ensure my future success.
I would like to welcome our keynote speaker for today's ceremonies, Ms. Pamela Brown, District Graduation Coordinator.
Good afternoon, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your first induction and installation ceremony for JFG here at Miller Middle. Like he said, my name is Pamela Brown, and I serve as the Putnam County School District's graduation coordinator. Why am I nervous? I don't know. I'm here to share a few words of encouragement with you. The first thing I will say to you is that you matter. Every one of you in this room, whether you're on the stage or not, you matter. Not long ago, but kind of long ago, I was a graduate of Palatka High School in the class of 1988. Yes. Woo-hoo. My classmate over there. And we didn't get there just by chance. There were a lot of struggles and things that we had to overcome, but we made it. Now that you know you matter, I have 3 simple questions that I want you to think about. Number 1, who inspires you to do and be your best self? Think about that. Who inspires you to do your best and to be your best self? Number 2, what do you love or do well that makes you smile? What do you love or do well that makes you smile? Number 3, when is the best time to decide what you want to be? When is the best time to decide what you want to be? Those were who, what, and when. Who, what, and when are most important. The where and the why will come later. When you know who you are, what you are, and when it's time to do what you need to do, you can be successful. The important things for you to do to make all of that happen are to plan, practice, and persevere. Can we say that together? Plan, practice, and persevere. Let's talk about plan for a minute. Plan. Make a plan for what you want to do in life. The simple things require a plan. Anything you want to do, it requires a plan. The difficult things require more of a plan. When something is difficult, break it down in short steps, and that will help you to be successful. You always get further in life with a plan. I can truly say that I may not have known what I wanted to do or be, but I had plans in my mind to do great things. So it led me to where I am today. There's a saying that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make planning a part of your everyday life. It's real easy. The school prepares you a little bit for that already. If you have an agenda planner, it's a planner for a reason. It has a calendar in it. It has some other things in it that you can jot down information that you need, but plan it out. Know that on Wednesday morning, I need to be meeting with Miss Adams about what it is I want to do or share on this school campus. If you write it in your calendar, I always tell my coworkers, if it's not on my calendar, it's not happening. So I have to plan for everything I do. The second thing is practice. Make a habit of practice. Practice everything you do. Practice makes perfect. The things you do well and the things that you have trouble doing. If you just practice, you'll get better. If you want to get better at anything, you practice for it. Cheerleaders practice, basketball players practice, soccer players practice, football players practice a lot. It takes practice. You must also practice your math and reading skills. If you want to get better at reading, you must practice reading. If you want to get better at math, you must practice your math skills, and you'll get better. Persevere. Don't ever give up. Sometimes things will come up that make you feel like you can't go another step. You can do it. You have everything in you right now that you need to be successful. It's already in you. Classes like JFG is just going to bring it out even more to show you that you really can do whatever it is you set your mind to. I'm here to tell you today, it's worth the wait. If you persevere and fight through all the difficulties, the success you get at the end will all be worth it. Trust me, I'm telling you, it works. Here are some things you can do to put your planning, practicing, and persevering to the test. Don't define success by riches. And what I mean by that, you may not make all the money you want to make. But over my lifetime, I've met people all over the country who make far less than what we consider as riches, and they're some of the most happiest people you'll ever want to meet. So don't think that riches will bring you happiness. It's not true. The more you have, the more that's required of you. Diversify your life. Don't just think that Crescent City is the only place you can be. Don't just think that Miller Middle School is the only school on the planet. It might be the best school, according to Mr. Adams and Mrs. Adams, but there's so much out there. Meet new friends, build new relationships, travel, see, do things. One thing that I will say, and I have this on my list, have few regrets. Have few regrets. That means don't miss out on things that you could have done thinking that you're not capable, you're not worthy, or that you don't have the money to do it. If there's something that you want to do, there are people like us out here working to help find ways to make things easier for you and to help you get to where you want to get in life. So have few regrets. One of my regrets is I didn't study abroad because I was afraid. I was afraid to go without my parents. And that would have been one of the best opportunities of my life. It was all paid for and everything, and I didn't take that opportunity. That's one of my biggest regrets from college. Don't live with regrets. One of my friends always says, don't spend the second half of your life regretting everything you did the first half of your life. Do, young people, I can tell you, do what it is you want to do while you have the opportunity. Build a legacy. Meaning, what will people say when you leave Miller Middle School? How will they remember you when you leave Miller Middle School and go on to Crescent City High School? And then what mark will you leave on Crescent City High School? You know, what will people say about you? Leave a legacy of respect, a legacy of determination. Leave a legacy where people, when they mention your name, they say, that was that student who did this, and she did that, and he did this. Leave a legacy. Take risks, even if you might not succeed, because you never know what you can do unless you try. So always take risks. Don't be consumed by your work. Make sure that it's something that you love and that you want to get up and do and be. Just watching you all smile up here on the stage and getting those plaques in your hand, it shows that it's something that you want to do and you want to be here. Like, I love my job. I love helping students figure out a way to get on track and graduate. And so, in the next 5 years, you all will be in 12th grade, ready to graduate. Go to school every day. Do your best. Value your work. Value the ride. The ride you're taking on your way to being a high school senior, it's a great ride. You only get one opportunity to do it. You don't get a do-over. You don't get a do-over. Do it right the first time and enjoy the ride. Be a lifelong learner. Always think that I can learn something new every and I were laughing in the office yesterday because they showed me how to do something on the computer, and then I showed them how to do something on the computer, and we laughed and said, we learn something new every day. So we enjoy learning. Be a lifelong learner. And just be nice. Be nice. We have enough mean people in the world. We don't need any more mean people in the world. We just need people to be nice. Be nice. Speak to someone, even if you don't know them. Say hello. Give them a smile. You never know what people are going through. And that smile or that hello could change their whole day. And my final thought. Give everything you do your best. Anything you do. You all, as officers, as you do your work in the Career Association, give it your best. When you're in your math, science, social studies, language arts class, in your elective classes, give it your best. That's one thing I can say. I always gave my best. Even if it wasn't good enough for someone else, it was my best. And I knew in my heart that I had done all that I could do. So give everything you do your best and have a great year in the Career Association. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is one other group of individuals who, without their guidance, support, patience, and most of all their caring, none of us would be here today. Members, would you please join me in showing your appreciation to our family and friends? Mr. President, please join me at the podium.
On behalf of all our Career Association members and officers, I would like to thank you all for sharing this very special ceremony with us today. I now declare this initiation and installation ceremony adjourned.
Thank you everyone for coming. There are some refreshments in the lobby and we're going to take some pictures now, but we really appreciate everyone showing up today and showing their support. Thank you.